Hi Scorpio, this is your horoscope for 2020. Thank you for joining me. What I want to do in this video is look at the key themes of 2020 and what's really going to be happening for you, Scorpio, so that you're not going in totally blind and you know what you'll be working with and where to put your energy to get the best results and what to avoid. On the 10th of January, the year really starts with something important. We have 6 eclipses this year, okay? So we've got a lunar eclipse, full moon in Cancer on the 10th of January. And that happens in your 9th house of travel and exploring the higher realms and broadening your horizons. So you want to take care of yourself by either learning new things or by traveling. And you're really trying to nurture yourself, and the strongest element on the day is earth. So it doesn't matter whether you go exploring and find some sort of sense of connection or whether you go exploring through meditation in your head. On the 12th of January, Saturn and Pluto conjunct, and that only happens once every 34 years. Now, Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, transformation and change, and the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's also your ruler, Scorpio. And Saturn is structure, security. They don't mix, obviously. So the phoenix blows up Saturn's security, and all of this happens in your 3rd house of communication. And we've also got Jupiter in there, the midheaven, the Sun, and Mercury. So on the 12th of January, you're going to be working to communicate something that you want to express, either artistically, creatively. You speak it, you write it, you do a podcast with it, you express something that you've been working on, or you're able to work on relationships with siblings and improve those. And if you do decide to do something on the 12th of January that involves other people and passing on information, it will be a very healing, important event to the people who attend and listen to you. Because you'll be downloading, or you will have downloaded, loads of spiritual energy which you can share to help others. Now there's some key dates in the year that are really, really important, okay? So the 4th of April, the 30th of June, and the 12th of November, that's when Jupiter, the planet of good luck and growth, conjuncts Pluto, transformation and change. And again, that happens in your 3rd house. So 4th of April, 30th of June, and 12th of November, those are the best times to communicate, to present yourself, to go for the job interviews, to invent, to have those ideas that just are brilliant and that you can then put into practice and you're passionate about it. It's a unique idea. So out of all of the signs, Scorpio, you're the one that's most inspired. And communication and thinking, you've got all the big boys in there. And you are the one who's going to have the best ideas. And you're the one who's going to broaden your horizons the most. So out of the signs of the zodiac in 2020, Scorpio is going to be the most knowledgeable. You guys will just know that you need to take care of yourself, and that through communication in some way you can really help yourself and an infinite number of other people. So look out for those key dates and see if you do have something to share or something that you feel strongly about. If not, then pour it into creativity. Not your love life. That might be a little bit fuzzy for you in 2020 because you've got Neptune sitting in your 5th. So on the 13th of May, we have until the 25th of June, we have Venus, the planet of love and beauty and romance, going retrograde. This is something to really, really be careful with, because Venus is love, and when it goes retrograde, it turns everything around by 180. So things that you were totally uninterested in or that you didn't care about, you suddenly find interesting. I had that whole mess with Daniel in 2017, remember, where I fell madly in love and then it was just over. That was during a Venus retrograde. It's a mess. So anything you love, like setting up this business that you adore, or getting married, or getting a new puppy, or if you can possibly reschedule anytime but between the 13th of May to the 25th of June. That's when Venus is out. Try not to start new relationships. When Venus goes direct again, you're like, what was I thinking? It's difficult. So prepare yourself for that. Venus doesn't go retrograde every year. We don't also have 6 eclipses every year, so we know 2020 is going to be an intense one. And I've got the chart here in front of me, and I'm just looking at where everything falls, so I'm sorry if I'm a bit slow here. And looking down, on the 5th of June, we have a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And that's a full moon. So Sagittarius energy showers you in your second house of money and belongings. So you are given adventurous ideas to move forward and to put something into practice that you've uncovered, and to actually run with it and to turn that into value for others and value for yourself in the form and shape of money. That's interrupted, so money is going to come into your life the more you express yourself from June until the end of the year. On the 21st of June, we have a solar eclipse, new moon in Cancer, and that again happens in your 9th house. So you feel very nurtured by learning, exploring, discovering, travel. That's the thing that really makes you feel like that. So this year for Scorpios, it's all about making your life bigger and inventing things and coming up with new ideas and resolving sibling rivalries and really inventing things and having ideas that other people don't, and giving yourself the freedom to explore the world and to be mesmerized and inspired by other cultures. I remember Andy Warhol used to go into town to buy lots of magazines for inspiration. So whatever inspires you, this 2020 is a year of inspiration for you, because you're going to be nurtured by the stars in that area of your life. On the 5th of July, we have a lunar eclipse, full moon in Capricorn, and that happens in your 3rd house. So communication, the ability to communicate effectively, precisely, consistently is with you now from July until the end of the year, and that is going to have a nurturing effect on other people. So anyone who's already in this kind of field, this is going to be your year, Scorpio. But if you're working in something else, if you're working in a credit card company trying to sell credit cards, for instance, you're going to look at and you're going to start thinking, and you're going to be inspired, and you're going to have ideas how you can make money in a different way that actually helps other people. And a change in your thinking is very likely, and because the 2nd house is involved, the thinking is very likely to make changes to your financial situation. So you're the luckiest by being the most inspired. It's what you do with that inspiration that matters. You know, my ex, he had this idea about starting Zeppelins. He's Aquarius, so big ideas. Making Zeppelins happen again. I was like, yeah. But, you know, it could have been a good idea. Never did anything, just talked about it. Don't be a talker. If you have a brilliant idea, do something with it. That's what is going to add value. This energy is with you for the rest of the year until November, which is when we have the fifth eclipse of the year, which is crazy. Let me just get there to the exact house. When is it? 30th of November. Yeah, we have a full moon in Gemini and it's an eclipse. The moon is now in your 8th house, so it's about communicating with other people and really feeling comfortable working with other people and all of that. That lasts until April 2021. And then we have a solar eclipse, which is a total solar eclipse, so the sun is going to be totally blocked out on the 14th of December, and that is a new moon in Sagittarius. And that again happens in your 2nd house of money, so you find an escape. Or all Scorpios who are stuck in a situation where they have to work and they live from month to month to pay the bills to get by. This is your year, Scorpio, to really excel and to put yourself in the limelight by being an expert, an inventor, someone who is inspired and has taken an inspirational idea and run with it, or someone who inspires people like Tony Robbins, a public speaker, a life coach. And Scorpio, you are ruled by Pluto. You understand people anyway. And now that you're being given this power, I mean, Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn all sit in your 3rd house of communication. Those are the big boys, okay? So the power you're getting to communicate that's the thing. Because you have great ideas, it's just the follow through. Now something really important happens on the 21st of December. Once every 20 years the Great Conjunction happens, and that is when Jupiter conjuncts Saturn. Jupiter is growth and good luck. Saturn is restriction and foundation. When they meet, it challenges the structure of our human society. 2001, 9/11. The way we are at airports changed completely since then. 1981, we had the birth of HIV/AIDS. 2021, our society is going to shift again. I've meditated on this so much. I had AI, then I had climate change, then I had activism and the society waking up. But none of them quite make sense to me. There will be a massive change to our culture, to the way we live in 2021. But we'll look at that when we're nearer the time, because it starts on December 21st, 2020, but the real change is going to happen in 2021. So I hope that gives you an idea of really what you ought to focus on, and that you're being given loads of strength to just learn and be inspired and broaden your horizons. And this, it's infinite what you can learn and add to the world this month, this year, I should say. I'm used to doing monthly horoscopes. Sorry, that's why I said this month instead of this year. Really amazing. So that's what I've got for you. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my private readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. To draw up your astrology charts, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a rectification. That's a process where I can work out your time of birth. Once I have that, I can see where you've been in past lifetimes, what your life mission is this time, what your vocational aptitudes are, and whether they're connected, your life purpose and your work. Love, money, where to live, travel, when to move. I can answer any questions you have about compatibility with a partner. So if you have any questions, get in touch with me for a reading, please, gregoryscott.com. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button and share the video online. That would be awesome of you. Have a wonderful year. I'm sending you lots of kisses and all the best.